Now we are going to have partners and wars panel discussion session, and it will be very interesting panel session. And the theme what we kept is partner profitability. Do you think that partners only work for the profitability or something else? That we want to hear from our partners. To this welcome session, I would like to invite Mr. Ranjan Chopra, Chairman and Managing Director, Team Computers Private Limited. Mr. R.S. Sanbag, Founder and Chairman, Value Point Systems Private Limited. Mr. N.K. Mehta, Founder and CEO, Secure Network Solutions India Private Limited. We have Mrs. Kamini Talwar, Director, Iris Global Services Private Limited. We have Mr. Suresh Ramani, CEO, TechGyan. And good to have, we have another panelist, the lady, she is Triveni Ravindra Raj, India Sales at GoTo. Wow. Can I request everyone to take their seat? So, I'll just introduce why we have chosen the panel discussion topic also channel partner profitability. What I could understand, understanding partner profitability is the most critical subject. Solution providers are changing their business models to focus on new technologies and ways of doing business that can help them meet new challenges. Today, in India, a survey reports that 62% of large corporates and mid-market companies are in the formative stage of digitization. Accordingly, solution providers have shifted from a product-led business model to one that blends product and services sales, with some having shifted to a complete services-led business model. Security is the most profitable solution that solution providers offer today, followed by system and network management, disaster recovery and business continuity, application integration and middleware, network design and architecture, application customization and development, and business intelligence and analytics. On this backdrop, we have questions for the panelists. As per you, how are you measuring a successful partner engagement model adopted by the OEMs for 2022? What are the signs of a successful partnership? I will start with Mr. Ranjan Chopra.
Yeah, this is working. जब आप बात कर रहे थे तो मॉनिटर नहीं चल रहा था.
Okay, I will.
नहीं वो ये आप मैं एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ.
हाँ जी, please.
एक अवार्ड भी मिलेगा.
अच्छा.
How do you make your wife love you more? Okay, think about it. इसके बाद में मिलेगा.
ये लास्ट को पूछेंगे, जो उसका आंसर देगा उसके लिए सेपरेट अवार्ड है. Okay. Over to Ms. Kamini Talwar.
So my observation to this question is, the answer to this question is that post-COVID came the changing dynamics, which means came the hybrid model. And with this hybrid model and the new tools of today, which is Zoom and Teams, the calls doubled. If a customer or a vendor or a partner was making 10 calls, now they make 20 calls. And meetings on the go has increased the engagement level at a very, very high speed. And somehow partners are very, very aggressive right now. They are engaging, they are meeting the OEMs, and they are, generating a very huge funnel. And the OEM criteria is the global mandate is to have coverage. And if you don't have coverage, you will have a hole in the bottom line at the end of the year. So coverage is a very, very important point right now, and this is what we are doing. Every day we have 3 new partners who walk in, and they are the new, I would say, the new new entrepreneurs who are coming with a 70 lakh turnover and a 4 crore order. If we do not enable them or if we do not hold their hand, we lose that business. So they are the startups, they are our new budding entrepreneurs in the IT industry, which we are catering to, and we are very passionate about it. So the OEMs have, started this trainings and enablement of partners, and their calls are, either they are taking cadence calls or they are doing the calls on the go, on the car, and meeting partners left, right, center. So the engagement level is very high because 2 years we really lost ground on the market intelligence level. So everybody is hungry for market intelligence, what is going around. So enablement of partners is very, very critical for the moment right now. And the trainings and what I would say that, the partners are coming with very, very huge orders. The government surge has also gone up. So you have to critically analyze the orders and see, whether how can we execute these orders, and we have to collaborate and do the execution. This is the best way to come out, and this is what OEMs and distributor and partners are doing. So there is a great alignment going right now.
Wonderful. So we want to hear from Mr. N.K. Mehta. Mehta sir.
Yes, very good evening. Sahuji, it's a very, very complicated and difficult question to answer. So I will try to make it little humorous with your permission. I think a successful OEM and partner engagement is like a husband and wife living together happily, married together happily. Please mark that term, living happily. That means you may fight, you may argue, at the end you have to sleep together. But if you are not able to live together, then better divorce it. See, I feel this way that a successful engagement means the OEM should be ready to invest in the partner. So how much investment a OEM is ready to make in the partner, handhold it, and how long he can handhold it before the partner starts delivering. I think this is the way I look at it. A typical conversation starts today if a new OEM comes. If he comes to me, I'm sure same thing will be to you also, you can vet it. That we don't want many partners in the region, only we are looking at selected few. Then the next thing will be, for becoming a partner, you need to invest into some demo units, demo licenses, you have to do so and so certifications. And then conversation shifts to, can we go to your top 5 or 10 accounts? So my question is this, is the OEM looking into partner buying an NFR unit, investment and demo is only for a compliance purpose, or actually is interested in hand-holding and bringing up the partner? Second, top 5 accounts can we take the call, or top 10 accounts can we take the call? Is it only to acquire partners accounts, or OEM is also looking at adding more logos into the partner? I think a successful engagement is both ways. How much value we are able to add to the partner and how much value partner is able to add. They should be able to question each other, just like a husband and wife discussing frankly, but if they live together, means it is the ideal fit for the partner OEM. OEM need not go after every partner, because every partner's DNA may not match the OEM. They should select the right partner, invest in him, invest on a long term with him, handhold him, train him, help him to win accounts. If this is done, I think partner also will be dedicated to the OEM. The theme of the session is partner profitability. None of the OEMs, if you see their presentations, they will be having how many employees are there, how many years they are in the business, how much percent they have grown over last year, and so on. Have you seen any slide, anybody saying that we have made partner grow by 20%, or we have added 20% or 15% to a partner's profitability? This doesn't happen. I think if this happens, then only it's a successful model, is my feeling.
Wonderful, wonderful. That we will take out in the evening session. How corporate is going to address. I think the team of Delhi is here. they are most
मैं
doing
उसी
lot
की
of
तरफ
things in
देख के
the
बोल रहा
channel.
था, डेल की तरफ देख के बोल रहा था, सुन लो.
हाँ.
But you know, whatever you said, it seems like very ideal, like ideal marriage, ideal. ज़्यादा ideal नहीं लग रहा.
अच्छा, now
सर बोलने को बोला गया है तो बोलने में क्या जाता है? I should always tell what is my wish list.
okay.
It may happen or may not happen. Always motivational speakers say, right? Aim high. So I am aiming high. If it happens, great. If it doesn't happen, anyway we are running the business all throughout. Can I take a minute to answer it more thing with a proper example?
I will come to the next question.
Okay, take it.
So
Thank
now
you so
Shanbag
much.
sir want to add something.
Sure, sure.
I will come to you later
Sure.
on. Mr. Shanbag,
Sir,
I want to hear
reserve
from
the
you.
answer till that time.
You want to respond this question?
Uh, the previous one or
The same question. What is going on?
Okay. um, so I see partnership as investment from both the parties for the long term, fulfilling each other's future, looking at each other's priorities and how I can add value. It is just not the money part of it. I see the wealth creation in this relationship. So, my example of running the business for 30 years, today if I see the value that got created out of the partnerships are beyond just the money part of it. So there is a credibility built, there is a visibility built, revenue brings visibility to a greater extent, profitability gives bigger valuation, even getting identified by the potential prospects or strategic prospects to buy you out or invest in you is like intangible and it is invaluable. So that is my stake on profitability, just not by the GP or the other things. That's one view that I have. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Now hear from Triveni, please.
Yeah. So I'd like to, I think there were a lot of views said, and I completely agree with you, right? One of the biggest success indicators or, the measure for profitability, rightly like Mr. Shanbag said, is not only money. Money is important, no doubt about it. We've seen that everybody needs it. Maslow's hierarchy of law, roti, kapda, makan, right? So that is a basic requirement, it is there. But the real, yeah, right. So, so one of the things, I think the engagement itself is the biggest, the level of engagement itself is the biggest success criteria, right? And when I say engagement, again, there are two kinds of engagement. One is the passive engagement and the other one is the active engagement. Passive engagement is typically where you're saying, okay, as an OEM, you're creating a partner portal, dumping all the information required, and you do the measurement on how many times the partner came on the portal, how many times did the partner download the content. Is that really a measure, right? But unfortunately, some of the companies, measurement criteria is purely based on these numbers. But what is very important, right? What is the level of that knowledge transfer? The actual knowledge transfer or the success of the knowledge transfer happens when you have the OEM salesperson, you have the channel partner salesperson, and both of them speak the same language. Both of them approach the customer in the same way. There should be no difference between salesperson from the OEM and salesperson from the partner. That is really called an active engagement. The second part of it is the enablement, right? Enablement plays such a big role. Now, a lot of OEMs, again, do the enablement as a tick in the box, right? But how frequently do you do that enablement? How often do you do that enablement? Is it only sales enablement? Not really. How much is the OEM investing in the partner to ensure the partner sort of does lead generation? Like he rightly said, right? The first question, I am from an OEM. The first question any OEM would ask a partner is, what are your top 5 accounts, right? But what we do, and I head the sales team for GoTo Direct in India. However, we also have a mandate of growing channel partner network in India, right? So one of the first things that I do is, when I sit with a partner, across the table, I say, look, these are my 5 top accounts, but I still feel that our wallet share is less here. How can you and I work together? Rather than asking the partner, what are your? Obviously, that will come later, but it's never, like you rightly said, it's never a one-way street. It's always a two-way street. The other thing, especially for the OEMs in the room, I feel that we need to work on getting the mind share of the partners, because if we get the mind share, wallet share will just follow.
Wonderful. Now we hear from Mr. Suresh Rao, because he has been selling only cloud, cloud, cloud. Let's see what he speaks now.
First, let me my heartfelt thanks to VAR India for allowing me to share this platform with some of the titans of the industry, right? People like Shanbag and Ranjan are the people whom we have been listening to all these years and growing us, right? So thank you very much for that opportunity, right? That was the intention. Anyway, so now coming to the question part. So as Mr. Mehta mentioned, it's a relationship, right? So from the partner's perspective, when I am going to look at an OEM to associate myself, I don't think I'm going to look at only the transfer price or the margins. I would like to know what is the air cover the OEM is going to give me in terms of like what is the kind of pull the OEM has, what kind of platforms, are the platforms popular, right? Then does the OEM provide me with an opportunity to grow IP around his platform? Because if it's a product, then I'm just doing a transaction. That means I'm buying and I'm selling. In that case, anyone who's going to give a lower price is going to take that share mostly. But if the platform allows me to create my solution, my IP, then I'm creating a moat. I'm creating a moat around the solution, and then someone else may not be able to take that customer away from me. So I think we have to look at, when we are talking a relationship, from the vendor's perspective also, from the OEM's perspective also, they need to look at partners who can really add value, who are not transacting partners, because transacting partners are, they will not be a lambi race ka ghoda, really speaking. The real partners are who will add value to your platform, because when they add value to your platform, especially in this cloud business, what's happening is adoption will increase. And when adoption increases, what is increasing? The usage of the OEM's platform increases. So your solution, your IP, your unique IP is actually helping the vendor or the OEM to increase the usage. And frankly, that is what is the interest in this consumption world which we are moving into from the product world. That is my take on that.
Now we hear from Ranjan Chopra.
Yeah. So I was in Bangalore yesterday and I was trying to wriggle out of this. But ये जो प्यार है ना सबका, ये खींच लाया है. And thank you. आते वक्त मैं सोचा मैं क्या शेयर करूं which will be of value to everybody. I keep thinking about that. तो 3 चीजें मेरे को ध्यान है. एक तो अभी ध्यान में आया और 2 चीजें और मैं शेयर करना चाहता हूं. तो एक जल्दी से, when we say OEM is full of people. People have their careers within OEM. अब कई लोग बैठे हैं यहाँ पर, उनके बॉस हैं, उनके OEMs are also owned, either they're privately owned or publicly owned. And they have their public pressure, stock market pressure. So, some companies I have seen, like ClickView was one OEM we are dealing with. पूरी जान लगा दी मैंने उसमें, पार्टनरशिप में, बिल्ड करने में, मार्केट बनाने में. प्राइवेट से गई पब्लिक, सारे लोग बदल गए. पब्लिक से फिर गई प्राइवेट, फिर सारे लोग बदल गए. मैंने कहा मैं पूरे तामझाम में मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? I said, let my team do the transactions. Forget about the relationship. So there are pressures on OEM and OEM people. Okay, boss के माइंड में कुछ और चल रहा है, बॉस छोड़ जाता है. अभी you heard Meta boss has left. All of a sudden, we build a relationship with OEM people. They leave all of a sudden, whatever be the issue. सारी पार्टनरशिप जो रिलेशनशिप बनाते हैं सब मिट्टी पलीत हो जाते हैं, सब बह जाता है. So we've seen this happen, so let's be very clear about this. There is nothing called OEM. There are people within OEM who are owned either by public or by private, and that pressure is what we and our teams face. So that is the first point. Second point, I was just thinking that हम लोग बचपन में पढ़ते हैं स्पीड और वेलोसिटी, दोनों में फर्क क्या है? स्पीड, सो हम लोग कई बार गलती एक करते हैं कि OEM के साथ टारगेट सेटिंग होगी कि इतना धंधा होगा, एक साल में इतना, एक क्वार्टर में इतना, अगले क्वार्टर QS QT, क्वार्टर से क्वार्टर तक. इफ यू आर पब्लिक, हम लोग का तो इशू नहीं है, आपको अभी है, हम लोगों का नहीं है. सो एनीवे, सो QS QT एंड नंबर्स, नाउ दैट इज ओनली स्पीड. कितनी जल्दी हम कितने बड़े हो जाएंगे, कितने करोड़ कर लेंगे, और 100 करोड़, 500, 1000, 2, whatever. The point is velocity. Velocity is speed in a direction. तो OEM के साथ वो एस्टेब्लिश करना बहुत जरूरी होता है कि कौन सा डायरेक्शन हम लेंगे. डायरेक्शन गलत ले लिया तो जाना था जापान, पहुंच गए चीन. गलत डायरेक्शन, कोई और पहुंच गए. सो सेटिंग द डायरेक्शन, एंड बहुत साल मैंने ये गलती की है टीम के मीटिंग, बहुत गलती किया. घुस जाओ, देखा जाए माइलस्टोन, कितने टारगेट क्या है, क्या अचीव किया, माइलस्टोन बेस्ड. डायरेक्शन भूल गए, उसमें भी नाटक है. सो बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट डायरेक्शन. और तीसरी चीज जो मैं बताना चाह रहा हूं वो है ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश. गॉड बोलते हैं ना, जनरेटर, ऑपरेटर, डिस्ट्रॉयर. इसका एक नया वर्जन, मेरा जो फेवरेट वर्जन है, बिकॉज आई हैव गॉन इनटू हॉस्पिटैलिटी, वहां जाके मेरे को बहुत महसूस हुआ. आई वाज एक्सप्लेनिंग, थिंक, बिल्ड एंड ऑपरेट. हम लोग जितने लोग बैठे हैं ना यहाँ, हमने धंधा स्टार्ट कर लिया, बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर लिया, कुछ कैपिटल डाला, कुछ आइडिया था, वो करके आगे बढ़ गए. ये तीन चीजें बहुत जरूरी हैं. थिंक, जो शिव जी का काम है, पुराना चीज, मॉडल को डिस्ट्रॉय करना, नया मॉडल लेके आना. जो डिजाइन, इमेजिन, री इमेजिन. पुराना आपका धंधा चल रहा है, उसको री इमेजिन करना. दूसरा है, अच्छा चलो रीइमेजिन, डिजाइन सब कर लिया, अभी बिल्ड कौन करेगा? सो ब्रह्मा जी का जो काम है, जो बिल्ड करने का, वो कौन करेगा? तीसरा बात है ऑपरेट, विष्णु जी का जो काम है, कि चलाएगा कौन धंधा. हम लोग सब जो हैं तीनों काम या तो करना चाहते हैं या ऑपरेट में घुस के बैठ जाते हैं. मोस्ट ऑफ माई फ्रेंड सिटिंग हियर, एंड आई नो, बाल जिनके हैं सफेद हो गए हम लोग, कई लोगों के, कुछ कलर भी अभी उतर गया है. बट जो ऑपरेट वाला जो चक्कर है, हम सब ऑपरेट ट्रांजैक्शन में घुसे रहते हैं. क्यों घुसे रहते हैं? मैं आते समय फ्लाइट में ही सोच रहा था, मैंने कहा क्यों घुसे रहते हैं भाई? क्योंकि हम लोग बंदे नहीं लेके आ पाते जो ऑपरेट करेंगे. मोस्ट ऑफ अस आर स्टक इन दैट, गेटिंग दोज पीपल इन हु विल ऑपरेट, सो दैट समबडी हैज टू प्ले द रोल. आज हमारे भी बायसेस होते हैं, लाइक आई डोंट लाइक ऑपरेशन. आई कैन डू ऑपरेशन, किया है जिंदगी में. पहले हम लोग भी ट्रांजैक्शन करते थे, कामनी मैडम के यहाँ बैठ के नेगोशिएट करते थे. बट आई एम नॉट गुड, दैट्स नॉट माई स्ट्रेंथ. माई स्ट्रेंथ इज बिग आइडियाज, बिग पिक्चर. हर एक जितने लोग बैठे हैं, सबके अलग अलग स्ट्रेंथ हैं. तो अगर हमको किसी ना किसी को तो थिंक करना है, इमेजिन करना है, री इमेजिन करना. मैं नहीं करूँगा तो कोई और करेगा, तो कोई और तो हो जो करेगा. हम लोग अभी होटल बना रहे थे, तो ऑपरेट वाले, ये क्या होता है, आप सुंदरता में लगे हो, गोवा में बन रहा हो, तो सुंदरता बहुत जरूरी है. तू 5000 रुपए का कमरा बेचेगा, उसको 10,000 रुपए में तेरे को बेचना है, तो क्यों देगा कोई? 10,000 रुपए का अगर कोई पॉकेट से पैसा दे रहा है तो 40,000 का वैल्यू चाहिए। उसके लिए कौन थिंक करेगा, कौन इमेजिन करेगा, कौन री इमेजिन करेगा? Somebody has to do that. In our businesses also someone has to do that. कौन सा मार्केट में हम बेचेंगे, किस OEM का प्रोडक्ट कैसे बेचेंगे? क्लाउड की आप बात कर रहे थे, I was at Amazon yesterday, and you know, everybody wants more sales and more free cash, and free cash will lead to more valuation. So that mathematics is very clear. Free cash करने के लिए डायरेक्शन सिलेक्ट करना and is very important, and to take out time to imagine and think and let somebody else do the operate. कितने साल हम लोग ऑपरेट करते रहेंगे? अभी लोग फोन पे लगे रहते हैं धंधा करने में, तो वो कोई बुरा नहीं है, बट फिर आप आगे नहीं बढ़ोगे। कोई तीनों रोल नहीं होंगे ब्रह्मा विष्णु महेश के, तो नहीं पड़ेगी हमारी गाड़ी, और हम OEM के भी काम के नहीं रहेंगे।
Chalo, wonderful, wonderful. With the answers, with the example, really touches the heart. Thank you, wonderful. So now, what I think, okay, the pain points I think Amol is going to cover during his presentation. Am I right? They have a very crucial question they've asked. Vendors, they don't take care of partners. How many incidents? So that Mehta Saab's question and query, I think Amol you are going to cover. It's a special request. You need to change your presentation somehow, addressing the partner's pain point. Anyway, so what I think, revenue perhaps is one of the most fundamental channel partners' performance metrics to track in any partner program. Do you agree that partner commission is the KPI that helps evaluate whether the program is profitable to both parties involved? I will start with Mr. Mehta.
रंजन साहब मुझे देख के ही बोल रहे थे, मुझे लगा कि वो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन के जवाब दे रहे थे. He was not looking anybody else, but he was looking at me. So Ranjan साहब, yes, it may sound idealistic, but if you are building a good hotel, I'm sure you will have a vision for a great hotel, right? So same way, I have idealistic view, maybe, but I think I relate to most of the partners because I met with 28 people, because since I was supposed to be in panel discussion, आज से अभी तक लास्ट वन वाज अपने बैकअप वाले क्या ना गुलाटी साहब से पूछ, मैंने ऐसे यू आर 28 पीपल, आई एम आस्किंग दिस क्वेश्चन, आर यू हैप्पी विथ, जस्ट आंसर मी यस और नो, आर यू हैप्पी विथ द profitability or the margin which OEM gives you? 27 people said no, only one person, captains, have said yes. I don't know where he is, if he is there, yes.
Captain Sahab, can you raise your hand?
So other people who were there, they said, अरे यार वो limited business करते हैं, limited OEM के साथ करते हैं, he is happy. Fine, that's one way. However, in general, 27 people said no. So there must be something truth in what I'm saying. Now, let me be very clear. As I said, I will try to make it pretty humorous and practical. I'm not saying partner profitability in terms of money is the only KPI, which Madam clarified. There are things like customer satisfaction. Is the product meeting the requirement of the customer? Is customer happy? Not necessarily a best-selling product will be giving you the best of the profits, right? But I am a strong believer that if profitability is good, if partner is happy, rest all KPIs can be met because they are linked together. आप बोलोगे partner को, you do this certification, you buy so many demo equipment, so many licenses. If partner is profitable, he will do it himself. Top 10 या top 20 accounts पे बोलोगे वो ले जाएगा. Why? Because he is seeing profit. Is my strong feeling that they are linked. So that is the most important KPIs. Rest all follow to that. But again, I am saying that's not the only point, but that's the most important point. I was, I have time, right? 1 minute I can take, right?
Yeah, we can take
Okay.
1 minute.
Three beautiful ladies, all from Kolkata. They are all moved together and they are all practically in a red thing. I'm seeing only one of them, other two went. Today they were all laughing, giggling. When I entered the room after the coffee break, I just sat behind and said, Madam, you all are laughing so much from yesterday. I'm saying, is it because you are very profitable here? They started laughing further. Then one of the ladies, I'm not taking the name, one of them is here. She said, Mehtaji, कुछ भी हो जाए, ये हंसी उसके लिए नहीं है, हंसी तो रहनी चाहिए, वी शुड ऑलवेज स्माइल। मार्जिन नहीं है तो नहीं है, यस वी अंडरस्टैंड दैट्स अ प्रेशर, बट हंसते रहना चाहिए। एंड दैट शी गिव एग्जांपल दैट शी हर्ड फ्रॉम समवेयर कोटिंग अनदर पार्टनर दैट देखो हर बॉल में छक्का नहीं मार सकते हैं, वी कांट हिट 6 इन ऑल द बॉल्स, देयर इज अ सिंगल्स, देयर इज अ यू नो no run also in some ball, but ultimately we have to win the match. We continue. Correct. But my point is, if the partners smile because they are profitable, rest all will be taken care. This is my wish list. With this, I give it back to Sahu Sir.
Wonderful. Ranjan Saab.
See, margin का जो है ना, push products and pull products. Okay, so pull products. If the Microsoft या Dell ने या Apple ने किसी ने बना दिया है मार्केट में बहुत बढ़िया प्रोडक्ट, अपने आप बिक रहा है, and we are just kind of, it is going through us, passing through us, will margin percentage will be very low. So volume and again the total, if you multiply by the quantity, you will probably earn more. So scale becomes very important for our profitability. At the same time, when we create a solution, and so where a push is required, a major push, मतलब market में हम customers को मिल रहे हैं, solution बना रहे हैं, pre-sales, center of excellence, ये सारी बातें words, तो वहाँ पे margin percentages go up, and the same company which used to give us 50% margin, I have seen as we built the market, 40 हो गया, 30 आ गया, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वाले ने ज्वाइन किया, उसने कहा भैया 30, 10 दो, 10 भी बहुत ज़्यादा है, 5 दो, तो सॉरी कोई माइक्रोसॉफ्ट वाला नहीं, ऐसे ही नाम निकल गया, डोंट होल्ड, सो OEMs जो हैं स्ट्रक्चर जो है ऊपर से नीचे, वो हम लोग जितनी मेहनत करेंगे हमको मार्जिन वही मिलेगा,
बस
ठीक है ना। कोई फ्री लंच नहीं है, कोई OEM हमको बिना मेहनत के 1 रुपया नहीं देगा, हमको अपनी मेहनत से, दिमाग से कमाना पड़ेगा।
Sure, fully agree, no doubt about that, Ranjan sir. If I take 15 seconds to answer back, my only submission is all the OEMs, that the way you said the mindset has to be changed, OEM mindset also has to change. As you said, it is rightly made of a hierarchy, it is owned by public shares or privately held. I am saying it should flow from top itself. That as a part of KRA, which is given to the sales team of OEM, add this KRA also, have I added profitability to the partner by how much? When a review, after 1 year, suppose a OEM is reviewing, I will be happy if he reviews how much top line you have given, how much accounts you have added, blah, blah, also hota hai. Add profitability also into that. That's all.
Just now you hear from Triveni. Do you agree with this, Triveni?
If I say no, I'll be killed.
No, you won't be killed. You should tell the fact.
So I'll probably ask one question like he asked, right? My question is, how many of us are happy with our salaries, our earnings? Very few hands, right? Yeah, very few hands, probably in a room of 50, right? So it's the same question. What you asked, how happy are we with the profitability? I think happiness never has a measure. I want more, more, more. I mean, that's called motivation. That's not called greed, right? So that's something that profitability is very important. It's just not for the partner, for the OEM also. It's always, again, I like to be stuck like a broken record. It's a two-way street. If I expect profitability, I also need to give profitability, one. The second point I want to ask everybody here is, how many of you only work with OEMs which gives them maximum margins? Only. Do you not work with OEMs who give lesser margins? But करते तो हैं, आपके portfolio पे तो हैं. So no, the point
I'm sorry, I'm going to interrupt. हम लोग ना businessmen और businesswomen हैं. Okay, for us margin percentages analyst को दिखाने के लिए होता है market में. हमारे तो free cash मतलब बैंक में कितना रोकड़ा पड़ा है या कितना collect कर रहे हैं.
Correct.
So return on capital is the measure not margin and margin percentage. We are looking at things in the wrong way. So I'm sorry, I kind of, you know, from industry में यही margin percentage is not important. मैं अगर कम आधे % में 1 करोड़ रुपए नेट बना लेता हूँ या 50% में भी मैं 10,000 रुपए बनाता हूँ तो 1 करोड़ is what makes more sense. मैंने किसको दिखाना है, क्या परसेंटेज, कौन सी एनालिस्ट मेरे को एनालाइज करेगी? स्टॉक पब्लिक वालों लोगों को होती है, मैं इनकी तरफ बार बार पॉइंट करके बोल रहा हूँ, हम लोगों को वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अच्छा, एक चीज मैं और शेयर करना चाह रहा हूँ, सॉरी आई एम इंटरप्टिंग, बार्जिंग इनटू योर थिंग, कि बहुत साल पहले यहाँ बैठे हैं कई लोग बोलते थे मेरी सैलरी, या आपने सैलरी वाली बात की, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर हैप्पी, तो इसलिए ये मेरे को कि हाउ मेनी crores each one of is earning, okay, it is a function of how many crores and how many people in our companies are earning. So I set a target कि 100 लोग 1 करोड़ रुपए से ज़्यादा कमाएंगे, because एक तो वो पब्लिक मार्केट में ESOP वगैरह का, स्टॉक ऑप्शंस एंड ऑल दैट, विच इज ऑल वेरी वर्चुअल, आएगा कि नहीं आएगा पता नहीं, बट वो लड्डू दिखाने के लिए लोगों को होता है ESOPs, you know, some people cash out, I know, lucky ones. So I set this goal कि 100 लोगों को, 100 people have to earn more than 1 crore, and we have the names, we are measuring it now कि कहाँ पहुँचे, 70 लाख पे पहुँचा, 90 पहुँचा, एक क्रॉस करके कितना गया. Our people, unless partners sitting here, if we don't keep that, this is what I've learned, okay, I'm not, आप बोल रहे हैं ये पागल है, क्या पता नहीं क्या बोल रहा है, भैया मैंने यही सीखा है कि हमारे लोग जब वो करोड़ों में कमाएंगे तब हम उसका मल्टीपल ही कमाएंगे, नहीं तो नहीं कमाएंगे.
Yeah, so if I may just finish what I was
Yeah,
saying.
please.
So the question is about if we have to really measure.
अभी वो रेस्पॉन्स आएंगे सारे, OEM they have kept the questions reserved.
So the point is, what is the return on the relationship invested, both ways, right? And one thing is the trust factor. Trust is something that you cannot measure with anything, right? And another thing that I'd like to make a point is, obviously we are in this for profitability, for margins, there's no two ways about it. But the day we stop looking at us versus them, then I think the question of profitability, who's happier? Am I happier? Am I earning more? Are you earning more? I think that boundary has to kind of somewhere go away, right? Because as a partner, they're trusting in the OEM and giving their most valuable resources, which is people. And as OEMs, we are trusting the partner and giving our most valuable resources, which is people, again. So we'll need to work as a one team. It's possible, sir. I mean, kahin to shuruaat hona chahiye na. Kabhi, did we ever think that, during the pandemic, the whole world will go into remote working?
No. So, आप जो बोल रहे हो सही बोल रहे हो, आप दोनों जन सही बोल रहे हो, खाली ये कि इस उम्र में आके बहुत सारे इल्यूजन्स खत्म हो गए कि ये एक्सपेक्ट करूँगा कि मैं OEM हमारा ख्याल रखेंगे, फजी बाउंड्री होगा, वो भूल जाएंगे कि ये उनकी बाउंड्री है, हम यहाँ हैं, मैं और तू, वो खत्म हो जाएगा, हम हो जाएगा, HUM, हम, हिंदी वाला हम,
चलो,
ये बहुत मुश्किल है.
मुश्किल है, बट कहीं तो शुरुआत करना चाहिए ना. अगर करेंगे नहीं तो पहुंचेंगे ही नहीं. अगर बोल के बैठेंगे कि होगा नहीं, तो शुरुआत ही नहीं होगा.
मैं कलकत्ता में बड़ा हुआ, आई एम अ बॉर्न रोमांटिक. वहाँ बड़ा हुआ हूँ, वहाँ पर इश्क, मतलब बाहर जाओ, लव एंड रोमांस इज इन द एयर, मतलब वो दिल्ली में नहीं है, दिल्ली में कुछ और है.
रंजन साहब, आप वो लाए हैं क्या? अच्छा. So
can I add a few points here?
Okay, actually we are going out of the time.
Can I
Okay, you
just
want to wait?
summarize?
Okay, coming, madam. Okay, please.
So we're
You
talking.
have 1 minute, please. Yeah.
So we are going on talking on profitability. So I'm saying, if as partner we are going to run our SI with a flavor of trading, then we don't make profit. If we do segmentation and we decide that what kind of solutions we are going to give, you're profitable. I have seen 10,000 partners under us, and there are partners who have only 2 customers and they are so profitable. I have seen people who have hundreds of customers and they are not profitable. So it is, you know, how you run your SI, not as a trader, but as a solution provider, you will make money that way.
Chalo. Okay. So now we have a 1 minute challenge. Okay. There is a say. Please listen. You want to add something?
Just one point I want
Please,
to add here.
please.
Now, the question was about revenue being an important parameter. I think revenue is an important parameter for the OEM. For a partner, revenue should not be the parameter. Gross margin should not be the parameter. If you go deep in a relationship with any OEM, you will see a lot of areas where you can make money. It could be running workshops for the OEMs, for example. It could be doing go-to-market activities which OEMs will sponsor. It could be doing deployments where OEM will pay you. A lot of things are there. So as a partner, we should look at that kind of a OEM who gives us opportunity to, you know, add value in terms of, and get some, probably make some money also in terms of getting deployment funds, getting go-to-market funds, you know, increasing the usage, getting some incentives on that. So as a partner, we should look at all these parameters. I think, you know, transfer price, making 20%, 50% margin, बाद में तो market में जाके 15% discount देना ही है उसमें, तो that should not be the criteria. That is my 2 minutes input on that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Now I have the last question for the panel discussion is, it is a 1 minute and 1 sentence challenge. What I will say, transformations are hard, but digital transformation is never harder. On this backdrop, how do you measure success in a partnership in business? I will start with Mr. Ramani. 1 minute.
So partnership in business with an OEM will be measured if you focus on the kind of partnership you have. For example, let's say an OEM has got gold, silver, bronze partnership. You aim for that, you become a gold partner. Then once you become a gold partner with that OEM, automatically you will get all the associated benefits which are free of cost or maybe at a small fee. So please aim for the highest slab of the partnership and you will get the benefit. That's my take on that.
Mr. Sandbag.
So for me, the value additions by the OEM in leadership development, market development, giving us insights about, you know, what is coming in future, making us ready for that, relationships with not only the owners, you know, relationship with not only the sales guys in the organization, it is with everybody in the organization, because end of the day, everybody is a sales individual sales resource in the organization. So whoever builds that relationship with us and adds value in our future and sensitive to our priorities are the great OEMs.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now Mrs. Talwar, Kamini Talwar.
So I would say that from OEM side, we need investment in trainings and alignment, and from the partner side, they have to be creditable and they have to align and collaborate. So this is the
Ranjan Chopra.
ending.
इसका एक ही है, we have to build our competence, excellence in delivery. And today I was talking to my hotel team. I said I don't want somebody to go happy. I want them to go dancing. I'm still a romantic कि customers आएंगे होटल में तो डांस करते हुए जाएं वापस. टेक बिजनेस में it's very difficult. कभी-कभी थैंक यू बोल देता है, अच्छा काम करो तो गलती से मेल आ जाएगा, योर गाइड डिड अ ग्रेट जॉब. हॉस्पिटैलिटी में जल्दी पता चल जाता है, तो थप्पड़ मिलता है, सोशल मीडिया में पता चलता है, बहुत तेरे रेस्टोरेंट में ये हुआ, या फिर थैंक यू, दे ब्रिंग अ बॉटल ऑफ बूज. सो वी हैव टू लुक आफ्टर आवरसेल्व्स. कोई ओईएम हमारा देखने वाला नहीं है. ओके, सॉरी, आई एम स्केप्टिकल, आई एम अ रोमांटिक skeptic. कोई OEM हमारा देखने वाला नहीं है. Sorry, OEM, my OEM friends, they have their own issues to look after. हम लोगों को अपना ख्याल खुद रखना है, अपने कस्टमर का ख्याल रखना है और अपने लोगों का ख्याल रखना है. एंड ख्याल तभी रख सकते हैं जब हम ज़्यादा कमाएंगे. ओके ज़्यादा कम हम तभी कमा सकते हैं जब हम डिलीवरी एक्सेलेंस बिल्ड करेंगे और विशफुल थिंकिंग है बाकी सब. थैंक यू.
Welcome. How the Triveni will address this?
So, just to be short, I think one of the biggest success measure for an OEM is how well have you been in the partner growth journey, and what is your contribution in the partner's growth. I think that is the ultimate.
Wonderful. Mehta साहब.
सर मैं कुछ बोलूंगा तो चोपड़ा साहब बोलेंगे कि इट्स अ विशफुल थिंकिंग.
अब यार बोलने का टाइम नहीं है ना, आप बोलिए.
Again, I will say it's a happily married husband and wife relationship. That's all.
Thank you very
Which makes
much,
your own.
and we have a wonderful panel, and I have learned a lot of things from the panel, so thank you very much.